Hello and welcome to my guide on how to get the quote-unquote good ending of Elden Ring. This requires you to do Ranni's questline and I'm going to help you get through it from start to finish. It's going to take you multiple hours to get through it all, so bookmark or save this video to a playlist so you can follow it once you reach the new point of progression. Before we start, please remember to like and subscribe to marry Ranni and Melina in real life. Also comment if I should make a guide on the other two endings that give a trophy. At first, Ranni introduces herself after you get your spectral steed Torrent from Melina. She calls herself Renna at first.
I am the witch Renna.
She is found sitting in the ruins of the Church of Elle during nighttime. She'll give you the Spirit Calling Bell and the Lone Wolf Ashes, saving you some runes by getting them for free. After this encounter, she'll disappear saying that she doubts we will see each other again. Let's prove her wrong, shall we? Progress the main story to where you have defeated at least Godric the Grafted. Not because it's required, but because you will be heavily underleveled if you don't. After you defeated Godric or found a secret passage to avoid him, you can get to the Lake of Liurnia and head off to find her. Ranni is now located in Ranni's Rise, which is found west of Caria Manor. Caria Manor is located north of the lake, so just keep on riding north and follow along my path. It's very much suggested that you grab every grace and golden seed you come across. And also get the map for both Liurnia of the Lakes and Caria Manor. Once you get to the King's Realm ruins, you have to run through the gate and either roll, jump or hit the wall that looks like it should be a door. It's an illusionary wall and it will disappear. Right after that you get a grace and the giant Iji, who sells upgrade materials. Running further north toward the manor's gate, magic arrows will try to smite you from the face of this earth. Dodge them by strafing hard to the left or right and touch grass once you are at the gate. Now, this is a pretty high level area, especially if you ran here without doing any upgrading or leveling. So watch your step or come back after you feel more comfortable in your levels or abilities. I'm showing you footage of both my New Game Plus character and my first playthrough. I was around level 45 with a +3 weapon when I did the area for the first time, after I had defeated Margaret, Godric and one of the bosses in the Academy of Raya Lucaria. Follow the main path I'm also taking, ignore everything if you want and run to the Graces for easy access later. The boss is pretty easy at the level when I did it, especially if you use the wolves to distract her. After the boss you can head through a gate in the north corner. Take a left and you'll see a big dragon. Run past it to the tower that's behind it. This is Ranni's Rise. Activate the grace, run all the way up and talk to her. Tell her that you're here for no particular reason and pick the option to serve Ranni. Talk to her 2 more times and then head downstairs to talk to Iji the Giant, Bliat the Half-Wolf and Preceptor Celephus, after which you need to get back up to Ranni and talk to her once more before you can leave. Now, go do some bosses, loot the open world, do some dungeons and then after you leveled up to somewhere around level 70, go to Caelid. You probably already have the area unlocked for a big part at that level, but I'm showing you the route in the background anyway. Follow the main road till you find the map, then head south toward Redmane Castle and activate the grace in front of the bridge. Then use the teleporter to get inside the castle and activate the grace that's close to the square. Talk to Blythe and the other NPCs you can talk to, and then head upstairs to talk to Slave Knight Gale. Watch the cutscene as this opens the gate to the church behind Gale. Take the lift down and pray to the Elden Lords that you will have a good time. This boss is extremely difficult, so I suggest you do as I did and summon every summon you can find. After you finally reach his second phase, there's more summons on top of the little hill and you can re-summon the dead ones back in. But wait with that for a bit. It's better to quickly mount up on Torrent. Look to the sky and use a rune arc so you can take more hits. After Radahn comes crashing down again, it's relatively safe to summon them. Big tip, don't do this fight on horseback. Radahn will one-shot Torrent and that'll give him time to combo your ass into oblivion. This only applies to melee players. He's extremely weak to magic, so if you want to cheese him, make the NPCs tank for you as you spam Pebble or Rock Sling while sitting at a safe distance on Torrent. After defeating Radahn, a cool cutscene will play of stars crashing down, with one hitting the lands between. You can talk to Blythe, which is not required, and then fast travel to the Mistwood outskirts side of Grace. If you head directly south, you will find the location where the star dropped down. Head all the way down until you reach Nokron, the Eternal City. There's no point in going to Ranni or looking for Byeee. Ranni is asleep and Byeee bitched out, so he's nowhere to be found. In Nokron, you are looking for a key item called Fingerslayer Blade. It's the secret treasure of Nokron. To get there, you have to defeat the Mimic Tier and follow the path I'm taking. Don't forget to just take your time and explore the area while you're at it as well. It's a beautiful place with another boss and good loot, so don't forget to just search every nook and cranny. After you get the blade, bring it to Ranni and she'll give you the Carrion inverted statue. Using this item on the altar in Carrion's study hall makes the inside turn upside down. Go all the way down until you find a lift, take it and go through an upside down door. This puts you on a bridge to the Divine Tower of Liurnia. Plumb Sword spawns, but you can just run past him and go up the tower. Getting up there, you will find Ranni's withered body, with on it the Curse Mark of Death and the Stargazer heirloom. The Curse Mark of Death is the thing we are looking for. Travel back to Ranni's Rise and head up to where she used to be. She dipped out but left a waygate to Ainsel River Main. Go through it and right ahead from where you spawn in, there's an item that you should pick up. It's the miniature Ranni. Walk down the river and look for the next side of Grace. Sit at it and talk to Mini Ranni.
Oh, a dogged fellow, aren't we?
She gives you the task of defeating the Baleful Shadow, which is an NPC invader that looks like Blythe but isn't Blythe. Or is it? Honestly, I don't know. VatiVidia hasn't released too many lore videos yet. Getting to Nokstella, Eternal City, the Baleful Shadow will appear and you will have to defeat him. Doing so makes Ranni talk. She'll tell you that she is now free and gives you the discarded palace key. Travel to the room where you defeated Rennala and use the key on the locked chest that's in the room. You should have defeated Rennala before Radahn. You will get the Darkmoon ring from the chest and then travel to the Lake of Rot, which is located south of Nokstella. The Lake of Rot houses the Grand Cloister, which is where you will need to run to. Once you drop down from the Grace, take a right while following the Strawberry Slushy River. When it bends to the left, you follow, and when it drops down to a pit of death, you can get into a coffin, which will bring you to a very difficult and annoying boss fight. I suggest you either use long range for this, or come back later until you've put more points into Vitality, so you can take more of the ass beating this boss will give you. The Sword of Night and Flame saved my ass on this one, while my Mimic took the beating. After you've defeated Astel, Natural Born of the Void, you can walk toward a big elevator that goes back up. This elevator brings you to the area that's south of Raya Lucaria Academy, that you couldn't access before. Once you're on the surface, hop on Torrent and ride the path that heads northeast and run past the dragon again. You will enter the Cathedral of Manus Celeste, where you should activate the Grace and look for a hole in the ground. Jump in it, get to the bottom and navigate yourself through the tunnel. You'll see Ranni's dead body there. Use the Darkmoon ring to revive and fully free Ranni. She says that you are now her consort,
Who would become my lord?
meaning you basically married the best girl of Elden Ring, and she'll give you the Darkmoon Greatsword before disappearing. Now, keep progressing until you've killed the final boss. Once you do, you can find a blue prompt on the floor that triggers the Age of Stars or the true good ending of the game. It is possible to do multiple endings in the same run if you save scum your files. Just make sure you don't do the 3 Fingers quest while you haven't completed the other 2 endings yet, as the 3 Fingers quest will lock you out of any other ending you can receive. Thank you all for watching, I hope this helped to make it a little easier. Like, subscribe and give feedback in the comments. Have a great day and see you next time!
Into fear, doubt, and loneliness.